Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is week 41 of my doing 100 weeks of YouTube videos and focusing on living a healthy and happier life. Or focusing on living a healthy and happy life, something to that effect. I think it's 40 weeks in, and I still have no idea. So I know it's been probably over several months, maybe not quite a year since the last time I posted a weekly video. I think I would have been long done with my weekly videos and I should probably start them all over again, but I don't want to because I'm 40 weeks in and that's just sad. So I'm just going with where I'm at right now. So this past week, a week ago, basically, I challenged my son. Basically, he wants to get into the Air Force and he needs to lose a little bit of weight, and I need to lose a whole lot of weight. And so I challenged him because I figure, competition will help him and a competition will help me to get me motivated to doing things. So this past week I exercised twice. I had every intention of exercising more than that. I attempted a third time, but did not work because I let my roommate talk me into doing a deep tissue massage, which I thought sounded fantastic. I've had massages before. Deep tissue sounded like it would be really nice, but I don't know where we went, and I'm telling you, it was deep torture, not deep tissue. I was just in too much pain to actually do exercising. And by the time my exercising I could. It took like 3 days before I could again. And then I was sort of like, well, it's the weekend. I'm not going to. So I'm going to start again tomorrow. But at least I did it twice this week. And my roommate has also joined a gym and she's decided that I'm going to be her plus one, like her guest that she can bring every time because I don't have the money nor the desire to join a gym. So she's decided that I will be her guest and she's going to drag me to the gym. So I'm like, okay, I will be going to the gym hopefully this coming week, along with the other exercises that I'm doing. So that is for my physical body. I've been eating way too much sugar and junk food that I should not be eating. I haven't been eating stuff I'm allergic to. I've just been eating a lot of sugar and junk and not eating regularly. So that's not been very good for me health wise. So we're just gonna gloss over that one. Physically, obviously not doing well. My scale last week said 225. This week it said 233. I don't know how I gained 8 pounds in a week. I think I read the scale wrong last week. Maybe it said 235 and I went down 2 pounds this week because that makes more sense in my brain. But not what I wrote down. It's not what I remember. So I must have been doing something differently this week. So, or maybe I'm just extremely bloated or something. I don't know. But anyway, up to emotional, dealing with emotional. So, emotional, I'm not as much of an emotional roller coaster because I'm taking medication for that, which has been helping, but I have not been sleeping. And so I've just been kind of ornery because I've not been sleeping. And so I'm just like, avoiding sleep is not a good thing for me. But this medication makes me, I don't want to say it makes me anxious, and I don't want to blame it all on the medication because I know it wears off after a while after your body gets used to it. I just haven't taken it consistently and long enough for my body to adjust to it. And there's other factors, underlying factors as to why I don't sleep anyway. It's just that now instead of laying in bed and tossing and turning and pretending that I'm sleeping and feeling like maybe I'm getting rested, like tricking myself into thinking I'm being rested, I now get up in the middle of the night and do stuff because I can't sleep. So I'm like, well, as long as I can't sleep, I'll just get up and do things. So I've been getting up and doing things, which is good for the stuff that gets done. But then by the time I'm tired and go back to sleep, I have to stay awake because then it's time to go to work. And then I'm playing that falling asleep battle all day long. So it's not been fun. So emotionally, that's been driving me a little bit crazy, but my depression seems to have lessened quite a bit since I've been taking this medication, which is fantastic. But I have been a lot more weepy, like crying a lot more, getting a lot more emotional about things. But I think maybe that's a good thing. Maybe because I'm not just dealing with one emotion now, I'm allowing myself to feel all the other emotions. I'm not sure how I feel about that because I don't like crying and having emotions, but I'm having them, so that's probably a good thing. Socially this week, what have I done socially? I did go spend some time with my son. Finally celebrated his high school graduation, just the two of us, even though he graduated like 2 months ago. So a little behind the ball on that one. That would be me. But I didn't stop. I didn't give up. I did actually follow through on my commitment to do that, to celebrate for him. or with him. Let's see, what else did I do? I did go help out at a funeral. I was only there for like half an hour because they changed the time on me and I couldn't do more than just the half an hour. But I did go do what I could do to help with that, getting out socially. Um, yeah, that's probably about all I did socially. I mean, I have my roommate now, so I talk to my roommate all the time, and we played some games and did some stuff on Friday night. She's dubbed that our game night, so doing stuff just the two of us, but it's still something social instead of just hanging out by myself. So that's social. Spiritually, I've been really good at writing in my journal this month. I've been really good at reading my scriptures and meditationals every morning and doing the Come Follow Me that we are doing for church and studying the Book of Mormon. So very proud of me for that. Even got my roommate to come out and do it with me. So um, spiritually, I think I'm doing okay. I'm sure there's always room to be continuing to grow spiritually, but at least I'm ticking off some boxes of stuff that I need to be doing and feeling like I'm learning things. What else have I got here? Mentally, I did write a chapter for my book that I shared at my writing group this month, which I haven't done that in a long time. So mentally trying to be creative and doing some writing. And obviously I actually played the piano today, which I think is kind of a mental thing, having to learn how to do that. Also kind of maybe an emotional thing too, social thing, not really social because nobody was here, sorry. um, Spiritual maybe, I don't know. But definitely mental, having to learn how to play the piano again because I haven't played it in years, and I kind of, you don't use it, you lose it. So then you have to sort of start over. So it's not like completely gone, but boy, it's a lot harder to play than it used to be. So I'm gonna have to build that muscle back up. Financially, I have at least balanced my checkbook, been paying attention to my finances, so I know where they're at. I'm not sure how much they're improving, but I know where they're at. I know how much money I have. I did not overspend my food budget for once in the last couple months. Last couple months, I've had extra money, so I've spent too much on food. And now, when I need that extra money, I don't have it because I overspent. But this paycheck, I did not overspend. I'm very proud of myself for that. I did have to get some new tires, which I'm grateful that I actually had the money to do. So that is nice. I've actually set up a payment arrangement starting this month with my financial aid for my student loans that I have been avoiding paying for the last 6 or 7 years. And my roommate asked me how much I owed, and I told her, and she was like, "Whoa!" And I said, "Yeah, but it's because I haven't been paying on it for 6 or 7 years. So that the compounded interest, it's added like several $1,000s to what it would have otherwise been. So it's a pretty scary amount." And if I just stick to the payment plan that I've made, it'll get paid off in 2040. So I don't intend for it to take that long to pay it off. I'm hoping to do it in the next 5 to 10 years because all of my other debts, if I keep going at the rate I'm going, will be paid off in 4 years, which means I can take all the money that I've been putting into those and I can put them into my student loans and hopefully pay that all off in like another 4 years after that. So that'll take me about 8 years, I guess, to pay that off, which is not ideal, but honestly, 32 is better than 40. So that's 8 years of interest I won't be paying. So I'm literally cutting that in half right there. But that is where I'm at emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, socially. Maybe not maybe not the best, but I am going to try to continue to make my weekly videos and continue to be exercising and doing things, especially since I'm also simultaneously right now trying to do 100 days of facing things that I've been avoiding. So this videos, because once I miss a week or two, I feel like I have to play catch up or I just kind of give up. That's what I do. And so now facing the things that I've been avoiding means I don't get to do that anymore. I have to continue to keep going and to keep growing. And so that is what I'm doing today. I'm going to keep going and keep growing. And hopefully I will continue to do that throughout this week. So that is what I have for this week. If you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great week full of gratitude and maybe find ways to live a healthy and happy life for you too.